2, 3, 4.
This is Josh and I'm Phoebe, and for the past 7 months we've been learning how to sail. For 2 years we lived and worked on the boat, getting her ready to cruise full time. When we left our home port to embark on this journey, it was the 3rd time we had ever sailed on the open ocean. We had no idea what our future would look like. So far, it's been lots of mistakes and learning as we do it, but we've found that mistakes are portals of discovery. On this expedition of enlightenment, we've uncovered the immense joy found in simplicity and minimalism, living harmoniously with nature, sustaining ourselves, and relying on our own courage to navigate and solve the challenges we face. However, through all of our travels and the places we've explored, the essence of friendship stands paramount. The journeys we've shared together brings us a lot of joy, but Josh and I swiftly realised the indispensable value of community. The internet we have is from our phones, which means if we want to speak to a friend, the phone is going in a dry bag and up the mast. Or we'll be blessed with a few bars when we're out at sea to speak to our loved ones. So when Josh and I were planning our 10-day passage from Airlie Beach, reef hopping, then up to Townsville, we knew that we couldn't miss the opportunity of inviting a loved one aboard with us to share in the delight of blue water cruising. Josh's longtime mate Jack is leaving the cold capital of Canberra behind to get a few more freckles with us out at the Barrier Reef, and loan Josh an extra set of hands to try a few sail configurations to make use of the winds. It'll also be nice for me to have a fresh victim for my bad jokes, because the good man above knows that Josh is almost at his wits. As we set sail now, a few days into the journey, each change of wind brings a new challenge, and every anchorage holds a new adventure. So get yourself a nice beverage, hot or cold depending on your hemisphere, and join us for the next 30 minutes on this journey of discovery, where the winds of friendship guide us, the excitement to improve our sailing fuels us, and the unknown impassions us.
I wonder if this heart could be a truthful find for someone else. Tell me from the start now, are you gonna leave me? Tell me from the start now, rather than deceive me. Every time you look at me, I wonder if this heart could be a truthful find for someone
We're chuffing along here at actually only like 3 or 4 knots at the minute. We've already done 3 sail changes so far in this passage. We had a good sort of 10 to 15 knots of wind earlier, and it's gotten to about 10 AM and it's just really dropped out. We're only doing between 3 and 4 knots. We're wing on wing at the moment. The jib is poled out on the starboard side. The main is all the way out on the port side with the preventer on. Jack's suffering a little bit of sunburn, so we have just put the shade up in the cockpit, which is pretty nice. That's the first time we've ever done that on the passage, apart from for rain. And yeah, it's all coming together pretty well. I'm going to make some dinner, make some lunch, because Phoebe is down there editing. And then we might even think about putting the spinnaker up. We kind of need it. See how we go, see if we have enough wind to keep it filled, which I think we will, but just need to have something to eat first. We're not rushing, we don't need to be anywhere at any point in time, but I am a little bit concerned that we might not have any wind tomorrow for our sail out to the reef, so we'll just need to do a little bit of thinking and figuring out and planning. I always think, oh damn, I wish I just sailed out to the reef straight away, but you never know. So yeah, playing it safe and hopefully it pays off. Jack's just backfilled the main a little bit, which is fine because we got a preventer on. That's why you run a preventer, because otherwise that would have crash drived all the way around here. We have just had an hour of probably about 7 knot winds, and we're only doing, now we're doing in the 2s and 3s before we're doing the 3s and 4s, so it just seems to be dropping. Gonna put the kite up, give that a go to run, show Jack how to fly that. And if that doesn't work, then we've tried every sail configuration we can and we'll just turn the motor on. My favourite thing about setting the spinnaker up is getting it out. Jack's lathering himself up.
because I'm so white.
Because he's so white, I'm reading the instructions on how to put a spinnaker up again. And yeah, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna undo our jib sheets, and I'm gonna use one of these jib sheets as a draw wire to pull my spinnaker guy through the whisker pole, because I'm going to leave the whisker pole in its place. It's already all set, and I would really love to not have to do anything else with that. What I've done here is really just a product of laziness, but because we need to get a guy through the end of the whisker pole, I've just tied a little knot in our line, and I'm just going to pull it through with our port side jib sheet that doesn't need to be going through the jaw of the whisker pole. So Jack's going to pull, I'm going to feed. We're going to get to the point where we are, and then it's going to hit there, and I'm going to have to open the jaws. Oh. That didn't work. We're going to need 2 lines each side for the spinnaker, 1 guy and 1 other line. And so we've got that set up on our starboard side, which is the side that's going to be poled out, and the other side will get that set as well. Right, I'm going to give this a go. Right, Jackie, I'm going to get you to actually come up here, so just set the boat on course, just make sure it comes out neat, okay? It's going to catch wind as it pulls up. It's going around there because it's going all in front of the boat, alright? Right, ready to go up? Yep. And just feed it around, Jackie. Yep, let it go around. Yep, that's it. You right? Have you got an idea on what's...
It's a bit twisted.
The green's on the left.
It's a bit twisted coming around the front there.
Green's on the left. That's it. That's it. Twist it down here. Twist it down here. Okay, make sure it all comes down. We don't want to go in the water. Big headache.
Ready? Yep, yep, yep.
It's
Oh,
so
it's
hot.
fucking so hot.
You weren't recording, babe. Jack's reeling in both the lines because the boys are going to go for a swim. I'm going to man the boat. Woohoo! It's nice to see her out again.
What did you say?
Not much. Nothing interesting. Just that we're going same speed that we were before, which is 3 knots.
No, since you were out here last,
Yeah, since I was out here last.
which was a couple of hours ago.
What? A couple of hours?
Probably.
No, it's been about 45 minutes.
Okay, well we haven't been doing that sort of speed. But anyway, we're
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Anyway, we'll say that again. So the spinnaker's out. We're going 3 knots. And we're doing... Well, we were going 3 knots when I was at the helm, Josh, before the spinnaker was up.
Oh, okay.
We must be carrying tide.
Yeah, so the spinnaker's up and we're gonna have a swim and then pull the spinnaker down and start the motor.
Good practice though, at least Jack got to see it.
Yeah, no, that was good. Gives us more confidence every time we do it. It's only the second time we've flown it, babe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
First time with the new Clue as well. She's shiny. Looks really good. Well, if we haven't had any fish trolling, then maybe we'll have some luck with you boys in the water.
You can hold on to the rope. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
We've been motoring for the last 45 minutes. Dropped the spinnaker, dropped the main, packed everything all up, just chugging along. And the wind has slowly been building. Started off about 3 knots from the east. I'm thinking that maybe we'd chuck a bit of sail up now that we got 6 knots. Probably keep motor sailing, but we'll be able to drop the revs off a little bit. We're only 10 mile or so from Cape Upstart area. That's it in the distance. And I've found a nice sort of eastern anchorage there that we'll be able to pop into, that's not going to require us to go too far in, because in the morning we're just going to have to go back out again as we head out to Big Broadhurst Reef. We're going to probably aim to get there at 11, budgeting 5 knots. That means we're going to leave at 1 a.m. Righty, Jack's got the main up. So now we're going to go back into the wind. You're just going to do the exact same with the head sail, okay? You got to make sure that you get a couple of turns on it, like just a fair bit of tension. I'll keep an eye on it, then cleat it off. The sail's going to be flapping behind you. Once it's cleated off, get the green one as quick as you can, coil it up and put it back on the winch, and then I'll pull this jib sheet around, okay? You can go as soon as you're ready. Just put a single wrap around that winch. That a boy. That a boy. Keep going. Alrighty, 3 turns around that winch. You right?
Almost.
When you come back down, walk down the side the tender's on, okay? All by yourself, Jackie. That was good, bro. You did really well.
Jeez, rough.
It's a bit of a rush, isn't it?
Holy shit.
When that sail's coming up behind you.
I felt like I was going to get swept off.
Yeah. No, you
Trying to
got
balance.
I put myself in the spreaders if I can. But yeah, always try and keep a hand on something.
Yeah, I was trying to have my arm wrapped around.
Yeah, perfect, bro. All right, let's drop this motor, see what speed we're getting. So bouncing between 4.5 and 5 knots at the minute. I reckon we'll just kick the motor in and just let that do a little bit of work. Just keep it running for a bit, so we're not dropping down too much below 4.5, because that's just too long for us. It's just better having the motor running at half the revs for fuel consumption, so we can keep a bit of diesel, because we'll be going this way, we might need to motor all the way out there tomorrow.
All right, babe. Tell me when.
So we just took the drone for a little flight, as you would have seen, and brought it in because the gimbal motor wasn't working properly, so it was only looking one way, and just tried to land it, but got chopping fingers in the blade for the first time. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
It's
Looks,
such a nice colour.
thank you very much.
Beautiful, babe.
Healthy.
Oh, it doesn't need glue, but it's definitely. It's definitely a sore one, though. It is a sore one. Want me to kiss it better?
This job has been on my mind for the last 3 days and I keep just not getting to it. Silicone spray on the mainsail track. It's just not going up or coming down as much as it kind of should. So when you want to dump that sail, you want to get it down quick. So at the moment we're having to pull it down. That's not going to be good if you have an emergency. It's 1 a.m. Jack and I have woken up, started the motor, getting ready to pull anchor and get going. So the sun is rising now. Absolutely beautiful. I've just dropped the lure in for a bit of a trawl on sunrise. No complaints here. Well, I mean, a bit of sleep would be nice, but Phoebe's awoken. Come relieve me.
I had a really good sleep.
They're happy to hear that.
It's really hot down there though, I think maybe because the engine's on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I keep thinking the fruit basket swinging at someone's head.
You get excited, like yay, someone's here to relieve me.
Yeah.
But I think you should go to bed before the sun rises, because as soon as that sunrise gets into his eyes, it's gonna wake up his body clock and he'll be awake.
Yeah.
But
So
it's also the best part of the morning shift.
it is.
So
I've done everything, and now I get to lose the sunrise. But I think I will just let Phoebe take over. I'm just going to double check there's no obstacles on our course and get everyone feeling comfortable, and then yeah, go from there. A nice 2-hour sleep. If you can see the reef on Navionics now, and it was just in perfect timing because he was getting some really bad cramps from sitting where we sit on the top of the cockpit here, and as you sit here you kind of have to use your core a lot to brace yourself. I always say, especially in a bit of swell, it feels like you're riding a horse, because you're really like moving your upper body around. So yeah, she's feeling a lot better now. She can just do whatever she needs to do and move, and yeah, there's a lot of responsibility when you're sitting here the whole time, and without the autopilot you just can't leave, so you have to wake someone up if you need to wee or fill up a water bottle, or yeah, it's just challenging. Anyway, we did it. I feel $1 million because I've had a couple of hours sleep. Phoebe's just doing a little bit of research.
in the Cruising Coral Coast book.
Our 1998 version.
It's as old as me.
Do you want to tell them what?
Yeah, we're just trying to find some information about the colour of reef and how you can determine how close it is to the surface of the water, so we can tell how deep it is. And
I remember we have a book and it has it printed in it because I read it, so
yeah,
we're just going to be going through our... Oh,
it might be in 100 Magic Miles.
no, because we only just recently got that. Maybe it's in the weather book. We're going to send Phoebe up the mast, put her at the first spreaders, so she's got a better view as we come into Big Broadhurst Reef, because we don't want to do what we did at Little Black Reef and run aground. But today's not overcast. When we arrive, the sun's going to be highest in the sky, so we're setting ourselves up for a really good entry into the reef and finding a nice safe anchorage. My personal librarian's assistant has gone through how many books now, darling? 4 book, and you found it on the 5th.
Yep. The most important thing about cruising in coral is being able to see it and thus avoid it. Tropical and subtropical waters have typical visual cues as to the approximate depth, which are as follow. Dark blue equals deep water, mid or turquoise blue equals navigable water, probably 10 to 20 meters. Green equals shoaling water, use caution. Brown equals stay clear. This is coral that may be covered by as little as 2 feet of water.
All right, can we make like a little like rhyme or something to remember it by? So dark blue is deep, turquoise is 10 to 20, green is shoaling, and brown is stay away.
Let me think about it first.
Oh, yeah. We don't have enough storage for this. We'll get back to you in a couple of days.
Okay, we finished our rhymes. I went for less poetry, more practicality. Josh went for...
Well, Jack and I came up with it together, but I think we just went for ease of remembering, but also swag. What's that? Bit of cuttlefish.
Okay, so the things you need to cover: dark blue, turquoise blue, green, brown.
So we're gonna have a rhyme off?
We're gonna have a rhyme off. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, because I think once I go, I'll lose confidence once you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine's not as swag as yours will be, I assure you.
Dark is deep. Turquoise 10 to 20.
Got a fat bunda still. Sorry.
That's a bit rude. I'm gonna interrupt you in the middle of the Likely I'll pick mine up. So
Sorry, start again. I love the UK grime kind of.
Dark is deep. Turquoise 10 to 20. Green for show. Brown, you're going down.
That's so much more fun than mine is. But I wonder which one we'll remember. Mine's more like a child's rhyme. Okay, dark.
Oh my god.
Dark blue, go right through. Turquoise blue, 10 to 20 under you. Green, take care, shoals are there. Brown means reef, less than 2 feet.
Nice.
That's clean.
That's what they should have written in the bloody book.
Yeah.
Then we would have had to make up a rhyme.
Well, that's why I wrote it down there, so
Yeah, no.
we'll always have it.
Good. Well, I think we can remember. And hey, the whole point is now we don't run into the reef when we go in.
Well, I'm going to be up at the spreader, so if you run into the reef, you can just leave me up there for a couple of days.
If we run into the reef, you're going to be pitched out, swung around the mast, and then wrapped up in the lines.
Oh, sexy.
Come over here, Jack, because you're in the shot this way. Alrighty, so we've arrived. We know where we're going to anchor. Phoebe's going to go up the bosun's chair that we've rigged up. She's going to sit on the first spreader. You're going to talk to Jack. Jack's going to relay to me.
Yep.
Once we get into a spot that we're happy with, I'll be communicating with you depths and everything. You'll be seeing what you can see around. What we don't want to do is anchor within sort of 50 meters of any bommies, because that's how we're going to get our chain wrapped around a bommie.
Hoist me up,
We're gonna
boys.
have to do another wrap around this, Joshy.
Now that's, I know, but you
Just get
don't
comfy.
actually have to hold on to that. I feel comfortable holding on to that too, but yeah, just get comfy.
Here we might have to do another spin because we're just.
That's it. Try come out a little bit more, baby. So feet walking up the mast rather than the stays. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, well done, baby.
So try and come forward a little bit, and we'll let you down so you're sitting on it.
Sitting on it on the plate.
I'm gonna
You're gonna
hold
have to
myself
balance
anyway.
yourself up there anyway.
Yeah, but you need to just be comfortably sitting. Are you comfortably sitting?
Yeah, I'm comfortably sitting.
Okay.
Okay.
This is so cool. I've never been able to see the boat from this point of view before. It's so cute. Woo!
I'll wait for Jackie.
Okay.
Do you want to drop that GoPro down to me?
Oh, it'd be cool to... Yeah, maybe I will.
You got to drop it from the middle. Hold it from the middle and drop it from the middle. That way it'll fall. You need it to stay falling like
Flat.
that. Yeah?
Okay.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Perfect, Phoebe.
While the boys are setting up the fold-up porta boat tender for a reef dive, I'm making some bread to rise for food to return to if we don't get a fish on the spear.
Whoa.
Holy, oh my god. Oh bro, look at the parrot down there.
Oh, this is so beautiful. It's a garden.